share flyer we need nipa do aba me inbox I say we are happy you are coming to speak, we are happy. You have no idea. I will not leave this party because of 5 people. There are millions of people counting on us to keep the NDC on their toes, to make sure that the NDC is working for the good of this country, and to resuscitate our party. Ni Kenya ya party ni my party ni nyina na so me bedi nipa ba ko mienu enayechi. No, and entity ya menya over the years nyina menya ne san. Impenifo atete me all this period. Atche me party yimu, send your party yimu ehye yetete ne se na nkofo si yomuniema. Na se mensua hwe. So no, me say as I sit here right now, Africa ni eba be ye adwuma no. Nti omo yes ano. Omoni newu, they are going to be disappointed. What is say over the period and now as I made my home kaka na nemu miracles cardinals we jai no mani age. I na minja party obi party ne se me reku ya pem nota. Na se o man hene kura bodwa na me kwa be ma me akonwa friends say wo high table atena so no. Me be just our party no ho. Why? Na then na comes right na me na many months. 6 months nti. Obi na ure fit time start say yes adwuma we. Just because of the system, just because 1 or 2 persons decided to say deliberately, diabolically, or beside David. And you see the good.
More flag bearer put together a campaign team. In that campaign team, you were director communications, and you had deputies. Now deputies near saying 2 or 1.
2.
You had 2. Bakri Adomakubefi, right?
Yeah.
No, your deputy. He was supposed to be working with you.
Yeah.
But he's on record to have said so many things against you. Say, to the extent, say, Sikakra party, ne de ma, say, fire, Juma. Office kano, or more so deputies, or munya way, or munim DNA koso, and all of that. You played a role in bringing about this defeat. At least that's what he has said. Say,
Obi.
Defeat ni bebre na there was so many so no ebo.
Obi say me miracles nkwana ubegye di say me ma NPP lose elections na be obia kuma beto ne yem na yetumi a reorganize ye ho ne yakọ to win the next elections o de forma me
omonfa so bo ne mo
say o de eno be ma asomdua ba na obia kuma to ne yem a forma me. Obi, first of all, I'm put you on record say me director of finance for the campaign. I don't handle money.
Yes.
Me handle sika. I am na me handle campaign sika. Say ye the campaign sika ebe bibia e ma me ho. A director of finance na ye say adwuma no. Even in the communications unit in the crown po no, ya chichebu. Enti me say ubisa the only thing I mean say tete and a work multimedia advert ye the fan. But ubisa me bisa tete say oba me hoda. And as tete bisa say the entire campaign period kra ohun me ebeji sika o me ho a tete ambeji sika o me ho ba ye tu advert o multimedia bia say me na me tu ya na enye me because edwuma no nko ahun to me nye ubisa media form ba ye indirect Twitter they will tell you there's so many people playing different roles but mama see say nipa tan wa we dan enye ne fe. First of all, immediately I was named as comms director. Adoma Kube, if you can say he wasn't happy. He was not happy because I was thinking say no, I'm deputy. He was not happy. It's on record. So many people, in fact, we even had face-to-face confrontations on that. He was not happy with that. Into Bisano, you shouldn't expect to say into Bisano. Me sure cross a ko benina ko no opesa de ni hwie gu se na be obetu aka say me ka kire o. It's understood. Number 2.
But putting the two of you, okay, what do you read?
Number two. Yeah. There were several deputies, including other people in the comms directorate. Obian can be BSI. Nobody. We work at this. Even till date, we are still working as a team trying to help this party. Just one on. But guess what? The entire campaign period that your boy, your DC, and your campaign, he never showed up even once for anything.
No meeting, nobody. You called meetings.
Oh yes. Obetra meeting ba akopem.
And he was aware of the meetings.
Yes. Oba ba akope. And to be fair to him, Oyare, and I'm sure most of you were even aware.
Yeah.
So Oyare, into no crack throughout the campaign, Oyare for almost 90% of the campaign period. Oyare, into Bisano, how do you just come back after the campaign? You are not part of it. You didn't play any proper active role. Yes, you were named, but it was on paper. One play active role.
You didn't give him opportunities.
No, Oyare. Were you not aware? So no, Oyare.
Yeah, he was not.
He was not well. He was not well. So I just said he didn't play a role. He didn't even show up in a lot of even times are not one who didn't show up because my catcher that I say no you're happy say me me and the boss na ka so no yem boss ko nyin say me so I just say or no nyin na near fi say me, which is true. So I just say no expect say me near fi say me say me your boss into on tia say so on me tena se na ye transia me na me penny. So he wasn't happy to cooperate. Into bisa no bi oba be ke kasa nsem we ya na untie figures of bobo akase pa in millions of dollars minya ya mini baby one body anka meje. But to be very honest with you,
but
as comms
you
director,
had a budget as communications.
The campaign has a budget and a plan, but it doesn't come to me.
The money doesn't come.
No, the first your communication director no emma when about kukra and Mr. Kran say media for sika say the more yapa. No be media for me mean you bribe. Obi uye adwuma ma me na se mtu aka mentu aka. Now we expect BBA free media for your mamuska.
No.
Ye tua muska bi.
No.
Metu aka.
Not that I know.
And what is he talking? And again, obekasa because onim se ne running campaign no. Kono nka ho. Nti no onim se ne running no. Nti waka bibia keke. Na ba kon so say na communicators. Obi, let me explain this to you. Oshe a campaign here running now communication directors and you realize that we decided to work closely with the party. Nti ya set a power structure for the comms structure. Nti ye pe a ye won cry ne pe ne communication director for campaign. Yan touch party campaign structure no.
Party communication.
Yan touch no. Nti me, I wasn't responsible for communicators. It still remained with the party. And you have a responsibility. Ye jama party ni say send musi ya no momo ye sa.
And the party was resourced to do
of
that.
Of course, o madwuma no. Enye madwuma. So I just here. I wasn't responsible for constituency regional communications officers. Ye jani nyina ma party no. I don't know if you are following the conversation. But again, like I keep saying, Obi, I don't have to do this in the first place. Ideally, some better radio so better cheche. And here they are doing be fee ya. Can we some better radio so cheche say na way nemu. Cause internal ye structure your home in the party. But you see, Obi person say what we there baby abefe bia no or the bishia. But the thing about politics and say any sprint, a marathon. Nti enne obetumi enya heads up. Once they am 5,000 10,000 obi to be di echira no to 29 now de mika gidi akaba last 2 laps no hold the answer pa no abe pa.
If these allegations that find the expression in the final committee report,
you see me no the reason why asane me here enham say normally a blackmail nkrofo be brief say miracles chale the way our party for penance mo kana say there one here position bi kura me pekure bi oba be pe nti ye say na to ho normal normal obi so ho a e bia miracles Dr. Bawumia boy we de yam pekwan bi anka na ntumu a oba be ye dwuma Dr. Bawumia oba reduce your chances nti tactics obi enche hwe me obi me nkope secretary ni me nkope organizer me ma
the party
no me adom ya
executive position
obi so bi oni mi wo politics frɛ Minu pa Samuel Kwebisa say me wo say my brother me na position back up na me contest and do obu afo ne force me youth organizer obi me agenda boy uni my agenda boy ye no mo kɔ ne eta mo chide bom chidom ne ye boa mo no until me this blackmail
in the next national executive election you are not contesting.
No you see let me tell you one funny thing. A lot of people actually thought say I was positioning myself for something like that internally. Nipa kakrebe won do be 5 in a year sad way. They are just 5 people in a year sad way. But the masses, millions and millions of people for Obi, you have no idea any man me free okrom. Embra from kokra mranti any ade because they appreciate your contribution to the party and I love them for that. Nti me this nipa 5 yi pechi. Na me nka say party a ye nyina ya somo a Obi some menya party ne so mfaso. Nti me nya so mfaso e. Obi ntu e na me komi krom latte. Na se ye bodwa ya mama konwa wo hene nchen yeah because me a former MC obi ntu be say sa party we media to simply because nipa 5 bi any sound say omo suspect say post bi omo nya bi omo pe won so we ni sa into omo say won ntu be say me jai party na me kodi me jai because of Sankrofo there be no be millions of Ghanaians across the country o share of flyer we nipa dodo aba me inbox I say we are happy you are coming to speak we are happy you have no idea I will not leave this party because of 5 people. There are millions of people counting on us to keep the NDC on their toes, to make sure that the NDC is working for the good of this country and to resuscitate our party. Ni Kenya your party ni my party ni nyina na so. Me be di nipa ba ko mienu enayechi. No. And entity ya menya over the years nyina menya ne san. Mpenifo atete me all this period. Atche me party yimu, send your party yimu ehye yetete ne se na nkofo so yomu niema. Na se mensua hwe. So no, me say as I sit here right now. Afekwa ne ye ba be ye adwuma no. Nti omo yes ano. Omoni newu, they are going to be disappointed. What do you say over the period and now as I made my home kaka ne nemu miracles cardia na se we jai no mani age. Ana na minja party a obi party ne se me rek ya pem nota. Na se o man hene kura bodwa na me kwa be ma me akonwa friend say wo high table atena so no. Me be just our party ne ho. Why? Na then na comes right na me na many months. 6 months nti. Obi na ure fit time start say yes adwuma we. Just because of the system, just because 1 or 2 persons decided to say deliberately, diabolically, or be say, David. And you see the good news is a party from they are very discerning. Aware. Now somebody say a party pretty. Almost already a certain
but you are not interested in becoming secretary, organizer,
no, I'm not.
Youth organizer.
I'm not.
Communications director for the party.
No, I'm not. Obi, let me tell you, all the positions I've held in this party, I'm a lobby for. Man lobby for any of the positions. I never lobbied for it. Men called that. Men called biya hot down con can't say. Now men not down for the parliament me in 2020. Cry better fee. Man call lobby no. Me ohona me nya call say presidency show me call na presidency me sign the waba be mu. Me dey say yakwa party ya yakwa election ye lusu ade achi ya ade ye be start ya biem me be yes ko penta ye be sen ya biem me yes anema we become a position. I'm telling you today say be enu nti ena nipa bone for say nti ye be sen no why go na mko be to about trip because when me say open position be obi I have no interest in contesting any position, not member of parliament, not party executive. Some catch orders. I'm member of parliament and they mark on every. I don't want to be member of parliament. I don't believe say we are MP nkwa and I just say I'm not a believer in that. I mean just indi. So I just say neither do I want any constituency position or regional position or national position. I am not contesting for any position. So me to one party from me say miracles. Ball ejuma ba ye pe obi obe prepare be ya me kokoye.
In the same vein, I say omotu abawie now because some positions are appointed no and then na elective positions. Part in Ifra will say
play or campaigns we in the past. You think this is the only role I played? In 2020 I was responsible for developing constituency manifestos for the constituencies across the country.
Constituency
manifestos. Yes, I developed constituency manifestos for almost about 189 constituencies in this country. I was relieved on my position in August 2020. By the time I drew ending of October, now my constituency manifestos in area. I was the one managing the situation room for 2020 elections. Me not managing situation room for 2020 elections in this party. What's that?
No.
And now I can't count him. Me na me manage. Me na me set it up. I set everything up. Train the people, and we manage the 2020 situation room. 2020. Me na me
situation room. Yeah, then coalition room.
There be situation room. Any monitor the cost across all the polling stations and constituencies across the country.
Okay.
Enti bibi cost will be then you connect to the appropriate authorities to fix it. Enti I had a whole team. Every 1 hour, I was generating reports and sending it to the war room. Where the actual decisions, yes, and actual decisions are being taken. I played that role. And you maybe I remember me when people me say me tie from me say MPP ejuma apai e party office be prapra. But men fa woni be same. Asempa. Na nunti won say me. Obi wo say me a wo say party no. Because I was say me for no reason a wo say party no because me no want to me stop me. Because they me you say voluntary. Me mambeji position bia mamba ho say to obama me. Enti me sorry a dia me de membre ene ma ho ode be ye no eno dia won to me control no. So what you are rather doing is say o say party no because they me yen dia we dey ameye o kosoro ba fam say me ni anu am de be kasa me ni adwen am de be dwen meye. And that is what I'm appealing from the polling station to constituency region national yen jai sa niam we nyina nto nchen ye wo party say ye build ni yen kan ye hombom say ye pew say ye pew. The unfortunate no enye si aba no ya to awie na nka nyina ye ni sase nke be wini ye ntumi nwini the be ne say ye be hye demu ni ato adwen apɛ kwan ye be fa so a ye betumi obi
Asempa FM.
one of the things I said me kai say ye to abawi am ba Samson ho was that say ye penipa ba ko di blow my man say na be ye nyina comment and mo fa ma me I don't have a problem with that. Give it to you, put it because of course was on the face of the campaign.
Yes.
And me na on election day na me jira wa me ma periodic way. I told them for me. Obi o kra dey shey no kwale say we can say we are winning na ye lose. So I just hear. But we were actually winning as at the time I me hear they make but Obi made the church dey say oh bra time make us na dey aken kai no.
Na you in the league.
To me church dey mu. Nti na why den na wagi atum. Na wako wenim. So what you say? But for the fact that I was the face of the campaign in Kwadi Obi, I expect my name to pop up everywhere, including whatever reports that can. If my name is an issue, you were the face. As to whether it is fact or not, it would depend on those you were in the decision room with. More decision room, they will know. Because me kasama for me boa. Me tu jidi say me nkwa me sorry na ma dwene ma ko dwene ma kasa.
No.
Exactly. So I just say, but that is what leadership is about. Leadership in yes way we now be jira bontina be keka. No. Say me tie say me ka kokomu say ma chro me yeda. And I feel I'm able pointing fingers. I just say way you say way I will never do that. That is not how I was trained. That is not how the NPP is built. In penifo etete me NPP mu no. O man tete me say ye na sa. Enti na wo ya na me that I mean my responsibility and fidelity is the NPP as a party. And you men me personal interest. Obi to you say NPP we need elections. Echira some purpose for party amina. Post me baby. Yes, it's identina made them a personal interest about the NPP and him. No. If I have to take that for so that the party would reorganize and come back, I will take it. So that the party can reorganize and come because you really adam pebi amenya. They are also probenya nipa no doso party no ye NDC for by no bi enya bi. Omenya presidential staffer Black Star line in yamanya bebre. So I just say
Black Star experience.
Black Star experience yeah dey bebre. So I just say senka omo wini a anko mede no manya sa positions here then achiche. Into me I am not ready to contribute to sa energy in a conversation of bringing the party down. I think that as a campaign na party for need that so say you betumi lead you or win elections no. Yen to me wini we apologize. We are so sorry. I personally I am very very sorry. Personally I am very 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 sorry. I apologize for whatever it's worth. Because whatever it is no obi wo fi odwen say anka di nka mo yenisi anka befa. He may be right. He may be wrong.
Leading up to the election, many would in Bebre. One interview I remember very well, and I think that insert no echo viral. You made the point, say NDC for Omunya campaign, social media no mote, but social media yen twaba wo. Do you still stand by that claim, knowing what you know now?
Obi, social media, police station,
Derby,
ye twaba wo.
Derby.
Ujidi pan say NDC for elections you win because Ghana for didn't understand, believe in them, but simply because no more social media and so no win here now.
No,
exactly.
But reaching cophobia with social media.
There was no doubt about that. I think the point you raised with social media and the point we made with social media was that election is really about the polling station.
Yes,
all other factors counted, but the real situation is at the police station. So that is fact. It doesn't change anything. The fact is that say on Twitter or Facebook and Twitter. Some are very active on Facebook and Twitter. But I say on Twitter. So it's one of the tools to use. But you surely cannot rely entirely on that tool. Can you? And see that fact still remains. I don't think say anything and now you even dispute that. But who disputes are facts, no?
Yeah, because I think the results no will show you say maybe with that mindset at the time, no, you were not conscious on reaching the youth.
But you know that's not
millions.
But you know that's not true.
Okay.
You know that even when we're discussing that crime, we're very much in fact, go and look at all the social media analytics, including even the ones Imani released.
Yes.
They will tell you clearly that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was strong, very very strong. At some point, even stronger than President Mahama on social media. So nobody discounted that. But the fact is that any police station on social media.
Yes.
So you have to utilize that tool and campaign there, but you cannot rely on that as a basis for winning or losing an election. Anameboa.
Yes.
Yeah, to about ho.
No.
Your police station.
No.
Your bubu your boy AMB ho.
No.
But nobody is saying say you neglect it. All of us were there. You and I know say we live there. I basically live there. My phone they be a So nobody discounted. I think what rather has happened is a spin and a twist. You know, that's what has been applied to that video. The fact that Obia share video no say social media doesn't win elections. That's a spin. But that's not the facts. That's what the point we made here. That's what I just say. So that spin can continue. They say you can't do anything about it. But the fact of the matter is that the elections happen in the homes of the Ghanaian people. Abano is see Ghana for polling station ho any yetwaba. And see you have to do much more in ensuring say what's no e be do Ghana for ewo omufie. You get what I'm saying? But obi uni obi konto kwana say obrowa obi to be tete also.
Sure.
We are we are Kenya yanka. This will not be a conversation. But once you go into a contest and you lose, you should accept every single feedback, criticism, whether good or bad, because you have lost. Because at the end of the day, if Anka will approach, you know, a idea a superior Anka we need. And I don't think it's something that we should do. Ever since you lose, I've always told people say, let's acknowledge the facts that for whatever it may be, the NDC won the elections and they won it against us. It could be for several reasons. There are times that political parties can even win elections without doing anything. Because the other person was just the other opponent might be
a referendum on the opponent.
Exactly. It is,
and then the performance.
And that's exactly what reflected in the 2024 elections. Without doubt, the 2024 elections, it is without doubt a referendum on our government. There is no doubt about that. So you didn't need to have an extraordinary political party to be able to win an elections against that. What we were doing was to work really hard to do something. Say what to say party be we need 10 elections or my way. So I just say it was quite a formidable a difficult task, you know, to execute, and that is what we put all our energy and efforts into. That notwithstanding, NDC for winning, and they won it resoundingly.